perfect shot.
Hello everyone, welcome to Juan Golf Class, and we are back on Tuesday. Tough week with some personal issues, but all is okay, and I am back to share with you guys live my recorded round on Expert Division. I usually play Expert on Mondays, but this week, to be honest, I am playing as I can. Thanks a lot, Alan, Sandy, Salano, Breakfast, Joe, David, Freddy, Jeff. Thanks a lot. Sorry if I forget about someone. Hello, C. And I uploaded yesterday my qualifying rounds on Masters Division. This tournament I will be playing 2 accounts on Masters. I was analyzing what happened in the last tournaments, and I really feel that it's a big advantage to play 2 accounts in the toughest division. And I made a -11 with my second account, mostly the same clubs, and -14, which is really good, with my main on Monday. I'm really happy with that. I have been playing yesterday, and I don't know really when I played the Expert qualifying round. So I will stream today the recorded round on Expert, and I will be explaining all my shots for you guys. So feel free to ask or to make any question regarding the shots. And the adjustments. So here we go, and here we are. We also have a very interesting week. Thanks a lot for the good luck, David. Hello, Trevor. We have a big announcements regarding the game. I've been following all the news and discussing with friends and followers all the changes that we will have in the next weeks. So it will be really interesting, and I will try probably to make a stream next Monday playing Tour 11 and also Tour 12. Both tours will be played from the rear, from the 30s, and it will be a really big change in the game. So the other new is that I will be playing the Hole in Juan account on Expert Division. I am a little worried because some of you guys playing Apocalypse 5 or 6 could be a little disappointed because I will not be using top clubs with this account, but I think that the tips and the adjustments will be really helpful for all players on every division. So this is my first shot. I am using the Golf Class Notebook app. I play this one with a 20% extra for the rig adjustment because it's a downhill shot. As you see, I use full top spin and full side spin left for the extra mile level 7. It's a very common club for all of you guys, and as you can see, I adjust for about 5 rings, and I use an amount of curl left, and with a nice roll we are in a very good spot. No breakfast. I went to the left second fairway with the kingmaker. What do you think about that way? I would say that it's an interesting way to play it, but I feel that it's easier to hold out this shot playing from the right side of the fairway. Even if you get the second fairway with the kingmaker or a power ball and a good luck with some topspin, you will have a tougher shot, in my opinion, for the pin. I don't see anyone else going left. I think that could be the reason. That could be the reason. Hello Omar Santiago, hello Puerto Rico, thanks a lot. So for the second shot, I used the sniper level 9, no extra adjustment, and we were playing this one very close to, let's see, medium numbers more or less. So even less, 20% between minimum and maximum distance, about, I would say, half bar of backspin, and with an offset of about 1 or 2 yards to the right because of the effect of the wind. So I adjust for this medium. This is not a medium, but closer to minimum distance adjustment. Hit it perfect. And that was very close. No breakfast. You are right. It's a straight headwind. So for this tournament, I would say that if you are very long, but you need to be very long, you can have a straight headwind, and with your ball guide longer past the pin, you can have also a chance to make the shot. So I agree with you, but I feel that we need a super driver to be as long as to have a straight headwind for your second shot playing to the left side. Hello golf class Alex, welcome to the stream. Thanks, C. That was a close shot, and I would say that with about half bar of backspin is just a matter of offset and leaving the ball guide just in the right position with the right offset in order to make our albatross. So definitely an albatross chance, and I would say this will be mostly an eagle shot in this tournament. So one of the news regarding the golf class game will be the clans, and I'm really enjoying all the discussions, all the group chats, and what people is doing in order to build those clans in the next, even before they will be released in the game. So it's very interesting what's happening. Salah, I hate the wind. Yeah, I would say that of course to hold out this one from the right side, it would be much easier if we have full tailwind, a straight tailwind, but that's what we have. Hello Dallas Taylor, thanks for coming. And Alan Reiner, Clash of Clans. Of course, there are some ideas that are being used in many games. So I will say that let's wait and see, and probably the success will depend on the way they are implemented on the game. But we only have some notes regarding the way that will be in the game. Hello Ed Sarah. Best of luck tonight. So what we are doing today is record a streamer recorded round, expert round, played on Monday, and what I am trying to do is to explain our adjustments. This is my shootout hole. I always over adjust for about 20% on this hole. First bounce before the fringe, more or less. We are using more than 3 bars of backspin because we have tailwind, and we have the adjustment about 11 rings for a wind of about 9 miles per hour. No Breakfast, what do you think about the increased needle speed in tour play? I don't think it fits the game. I'm not sure about that will be in the game. What I would say is that probably on tour 9, 10, even it could be on tour 11, we will have the same speed that we have now. We will have lower needle speeds on lower tours, and of course we will have more needle speed on tour 12, but we don't really know how that will be in the game. Of course, full overpower shots, rough shots, bunker shots, we can hope that they will be much harder. Trio Calvera, I take -12 in expert, first time expert with Apoc 2, Sniper 8, Goliath 6, Thorn 7 and Embringer 3. It's hard but fun and possible to make a good score. Totally agree, Trio Calvera. I would say that this will be a tournament where every player with every club we will have a chance to make it really good, especially on expert and masters divisions. On pro is not the same. If you have, for instance, extra mile level 5, pro is much harder. But I would say that expert and masters, even with not the best clubs, but knowing how to play, making some hole outs, I would say that every player can win. Any player can win. Needle speed starts at tour 6 with plus 10% going up, 10% for each tour going up. Thanks for a lot for the info. You can see in the picture they posted, tour 12 is plus 70%. But what I say no breakfast is that we don't know if the plus 10, plus 20 is compared to the speed that we have now. It could be extra speed for a lower speed in lower tours. So that's what I want to see in the next days. Because if they made plus 70% of the actual real speed, it would be nearly impossible. So this is hole number 2. As you can see, we have side wind combined with some tailwind. So what we need is at least a driver, I would say with about 4 bars of backspin in order to make this shot. Trying a similar shot with the extra mile level 5 is much harder because we don't have the distance and we don't have the backspin. But I would say that extra mile level, probably level 6, 7 can have a really good chance to make this good. Hello Phil Hulks, thanks a lot, and hello Marco. Hello everyone, thanks. So this is our shot, 20% extra adjustment. We are going, as you can see, full backspin, 4.5 bars of backspin, more or less, full side spin left. I reduced the backspin because I wasn't sure about being as long as needed, so probably about I would say 3.5 bars of backspin, 5 rings, some curl to the left, perfect shot, and as you can see, really close to the pin, and with I would say 3.5 of backspin we are able to stop the ball on the fringe and be away from the rough. So I would say if you know that you need to over adjust for 20% extra, you have a driver with more than 3.5 bars of backspin, and also if you use a keymaker ball, it should be an eagle hole for every player. Of course, if we don't apply 20% extra, if we play a katana ball, things are much harder. But the opponent was able to make the eagle. No breakfast. Switching between tour play and tournaments is going to mess up your timing you are used to. Yes, you are right, and our muscle memory will be really hard to apply now because of the different. Even playing tour 11 and tour 12, we will have different needle speeds, and I don't know really. It will be a little different, much different, I would say. Hello Boomer Reigns, thanks a lot for coming. Welcome to the stream. Kelly, my guess is doing Pro Division with APOC 2. That's really good. But I would say that I don't know how you are doing. For instance, hole number 2, probably you are using a different driver, but with only 2 bars of backspin is really tough to make this shot. But you can even try to get a fairway and not a green. Okay, this is the shootout hole again, tournament hole. I think it's hole number 6. And on this hole, the adjustments are much harder when we have a little of headwind. As you can see, very important to be aware of that. That's what I used. My driver even not being easy to use. I changed to the sniper with less topspin and a really tough shot because we are mostly between clubs. Not easy to get to know the right decision. 20% extra gain, and we need to overpower this one, which is not easy. Austin Beck, best guess on potential winning scores in Expert. Wow, I would say that for people playing Expert but playing Masters Division, so will be much harder, those brackets. I would expect that minus 28, even minus 30 will be probably needed to win some brackets. For people playing Expert and playing also Expert weekly leagues, probably about 2 shots less, probably minus 28 could win some brackets. But we can, I think we will see really big scores this tournament. So that was hole number 2. Boomer says minus 28, minus 30, so more or less we agree. And No Breakfast says minus 30, minus 32 needed to make the goal on Expert. It could be as well. No Breakfast, a lot of people is shooting minus 40, minus 15 on the qualifying rounds. That means that we will have big scores. So on this account, for hole number 3, I know that we will have sidewind combined with tailwind, and no need to use too much top spin. And what I did is go for an accurate club like the B52, as far as I remember, and use only a navigator ball to reduce the wind. Ryan Simpson, first time playing pro, -11. -11 pro, and third on rookie with a -13. So well done. I don't really know how how the wins are on rookie division. Anyway, -13 on Monday or even Tuesday is a really good score. Well done. Austin Beck, I think -27 is the new par. Hole 7 is 50-50, I would say. And probably on expert, hole number 2 is 80-20. So 20% extra adjustment for our club. We are using the B52 level 3, and for a wind of about 8.3 we are using, or we are adjusting for about 7 rings. We are using more or less max numbers. 1 bar of top spin, half bar of side spin to the right. You can do this with your Goliath, probably with the backbone if you are using, I would say, a power 1 or power 2 ball. I hit it great, but as you can see, went too long. So what we can do is reduce probably our top spin a little. Hello Michael Josephson, thanks for coming, and thanks a lot Golf Class Blue Dog. And hello Santos, thanks a lot for coming. So par 3 hole, I would say that par 3 hole needs more practice, and hopefully, and it's pretty important for the weekend rounds, we can make at least 1 hole in 1 in the weekend round. Making 2 is awesome. Hello Tommy Boy, thanks for the good luck. So we are playing hole number 3, the regular hole number 3 on expert. And the score is -4, 3 holes played. Not -4, but I would say -5. Yeah, we made the eagle on hole number 2. So I would say it's a good start, but many players will be doing this good start. Eagle, eagle, par. Trio Calvera, Juan, what do you think about the future plans? I think the clans will make the game bigger, and more players will feel motivated to play because they are playing with friends or with people of their same Facebook group or people from their country, and I think that this helps a lot to be motivated and to be playing longer golf class. I don't know how it will be regarding the competition between clubs. There are people very competitive, there are people which is more social. I would say I would like to find a good mix, because between competition and of course enjoying the game. And I would say that it's not easy to manage 50 people in a clan. So I think that we will also have some issues inside the group, some dramas, some people moving from a clan to a different clan, and the clans have also a social part. You can all comment, you can chat, you can share replays, you can say scorecards, and that will really help to the players to improve, learning from their class partners. even hiding now the ball spin, people will be able to learn from the replays. I would like to watch the full replay of how we are making the setup for our shot, but no changes announced for the replacing. So hole number 3, we are -5, 3 holes played. No reference. I really like the in-game chatting clans. Santos Boomer, I qualified all 3 accounts yesterday, but I will be on Thursday in the opening rounds. So this is hole number 4, and I played hole number 4 with a Kingmaker ball, extra mile, and thorn. So you can use both, probably a navigator, but I used, as far as I remember, a Kingmaker ball in order to reduce as well the wind effect on my second shot. And what we are trying for, or our goal with our driver shot, is to be in a very good spot. Very important to be in a similar spot always, to have more practice for our second shot and try to make the hole out. Hello Federico Navas, welcome. And as Michael says, all replays will be deleted after the update. That's true, and I think that happened with some previous updates. So I over adjust about 10% for the wind adjustment, slightly tailwinds, slightly downhill shot, and finally play the extra mile level 7 as far as I remember. Hello Bubba Davis, thanks a lot for coming. So I played this one to the right side. As you can see, 10% extra. Probably I adjusted for a power 1 ball, which is probably not enough. Much better to adjust for a power 3 ball. It gives some extra adjustment. 4 rings more or less. A little of curl left. Perfect ball. Big bounce and a pretty good spot in a short iron range for our second shot. So the opponent is using a Thorshammer level 5. It has less distance, but he is using a royal ball. This is another option. But as you can see, even a player with extra mile level 6, extra mile level 7 can perfectly play this hole. So for my second shot, I played my short iron. My short iron is a thorn, I don't know, level, I would say 6. As far as I remember, and as you can see, the shot is slightly downhill, so I over adjusted for about 10% extra, and since I had headwind, I adjusted for maximum numbers. So first I said I would be adjusting 4.8, but I finally adjusted for 5.4 because we have headwind. Look at our ball guide. Our ball guide is longer than the pin. We finally adjusted for close to 5 rings. And the wind effect make the bounces shorter, and we made the eagle on this par 4. So pretty important to be able to hole out or to make the eagle on holes number 2 and hole number 4. Hello Mark Hundermatt, thanks a lot. And hello Johnny Dewey. And hi Freddy, thanks for coming. So eagle on this hole, thanks for the booms. And as you can see, no special claps needed for getting a good score on this hole. You just need to be pretty spot on with your wind adjustments, your ring adjustments, and very important for this shot. As you can see, the opponent being really short, we need to set up our ball guide longer because the bounces will be shorter because of the headwind, and adjust close to maximum numbers. Juan, what do you think about the Golf Class Notebook? I would say the Golf Class Notebook webpage has been always an awesome resource for the golf class players, and having now all this info, not all, but the most important, the needed information for playing the game on this app is awesome. They are doing really well. It's a big help, it's easy to set up, and what I did for my tournament notes is just add a column with the extra or the slope over or under adjustment. So now let me show you my notes. I don't know if these are the best. Not easy. So as you can see, I have the club, and I have now the elevation, top spin, back spin, side spin, power and curve. So I am now taking notes about the elevation I am using in certain shots in order to get the right adjustments. So hole number 5. On hole number 5, we don't need to use too much topspin because we have a big tailwind. So what I did is apply 20% extra, and I used only 3 bars of topspin. Hello James, thanks a lot. And Mark, 15 under on pro, really well done. So important, and playing tour 11, also playing tour 6 is very important to for this shot. These shots require some practice. So 20% extra, adjusting for about 4.5 rings, full side spin right, about, I would say 2.5 of top spin, and aiming, as you can see, a little to the left and applying some curve. So 4.5, all the curve that we have with our extra mile level 7, and we didn't make the best shot here. So we need to use less. We can both use more top spin, probably even 3. That's what I have on my notes. for the next time playing this shot, and we don't need to use all the curve of our club, so we need to use a certain amount of curve to the right. So very important for the next shot. This is an uphill shot, So I would say we can even play this one with a minus 20% of adjustment, because the island is very high. But since we have tailwind, I only reduced the adjustment in 10%. James, no overpowering masters. I think that it will be really tough to overpower in masters and on tour 11 and 12 now. So I used about 3 bars of backspin for my shot. I would say that we can really play this one with about 4 bars of backspin. But we were really short with our driver shot. So for me the right adjustment is about 4 bars of backspin, and with the ball guide shorter. So this is the qualifying round on expert division. This is a recorded round, but I am live answering any question and also trying to give you some tips and some adjustments for your tournament rounds. Feel free to ask. And tomorrow, tomorrow I will be doing the same for Pro. So probably tomorrow at the same time, I will be streaming a recorded round on Pro Division in the same way than today. I hope to be playing live on Thursday. Freddy almost got the albatross here, so close. And Phil, I got with right spin to avoid adjustment into the bunker. That's a good option as well. So hole number 6. This is a par 3. And as usual, 20% extra. We had some side wind combined with tailwind, as you can see. More or less side wind. And what I did, because I have some as you can see, I was using the sniper, not the quarterback. First bounce before the fringe, as you can see, about 3 bars of backspin, thanks. And adjusting for 20% extra. What we really need for this shot is to lift our ball guide more to the right of the pin, because the wind effect will be pushed our ball to the left. And as you can see, not the best shot. I think I didn't hit perfect ball, and we need to improve the adjustments for this particular shot. Hello David Olson, thanks a lot. And Trio Calvera, do you think that minus 26 will be enough for a top 10 in Pro and Expert? Um, Again, it will depend mostly if you are playing pro with pros or pro with experts and whatever. As you know, the way people is mixed and entered into the brackets depends on the weekly league. So if, for instance, you are playing pro and you are playing pro tournament, pro division, weekly league, you will have easier brackets. If you are expert and you are playing pro tournament, you will be playing with experts. If you are, for instance, master and you are playing pro, you will have masters in your bracket. So it will depend on the brackets, but I would say some minus 26 of people playing pro league could be a top 10, but probably minus 26 will not be enough for a top 10 on expert. Boomer, pro perhaps, no thinking on expert though. I agree with you, Boomer. Lee Morrison qualified with a minus 20, minus 12. Congratulations. Yeah, and as Phil says, the adjustments on hole number 6, depending on even having a slight tailwind or a slight headwind, the ball guide is affected a lot. David Olson, I should have practiced yesterday and today. I want the eagle on hole 7, maybe with the big topper through the tees, the trees. That could be interesting. And as Boomer says, there will be some changes into the matchmaking, and I think both on tournaments and also on tour play, they will take into account not your league or your or the trophies you have now, but the maximum trophies you had. So for tour play, I understand that it's easy to understand. They just need to replace in their code the amount of trophies by the maximum amount of trophies, and that will really be tough for people dumping trophies, because even on tour I would say 4, they will be matched up with maxed players, and if they don't have maxed players, they will play replace. So I don't feel very fun now dumping trophies, because you will be playing mostly replays in all the lower tours. And for tournament plays, if they consider the maximum amount of trophies instead of your weekly league, which probably is not 100% clear, we need to wait and see. So we are playing hole number 7. Hole number 7 is the third par 4 played, and again I played this one. I think I played this one with the extra mile and a Voyager ball. The thing is that we have a tough wind on this hole, and what I recommend, probably if you have, for instance, APOC 3, APOC 4, or compared to extra mile level 7, probably the extra top spin of the APOC is really wanted, or even playing a power ball. So what I did is I used the power 1 ball, the Voyager ball, in order to have wind resistance 4 for my second shot and have an easier shot. But I was wrong, because I need more distance with my driver to be longer than those trees. So probably we will need to play this one with a keymaker ball because we need the distance. And there are two ways to play this one. We can go for the layup as long as we can on the right fairway, or you can play the lottery mostly with the wind that we have and try to find the gap in those trees. Of course you can have some luck, but mainly you will not be lucky. We can even try to play this one with a power hook in order to have more speed in order to pass the trees. Please look what I did. That's wrong as far as I remember. So full topspin, one side spin or two to the right. This is a power one ball, less wind but much less distance. And as far as I remember, even probably hitting it perfect, I was not able to be longer than the trees. Lee Morrison, I just rough bump into the fairway on hole 7. So as you can see, not a good shot, and oh my god, look at that tree, and this is a really poor shot. Really poor shot. So as you can see, the trees are in play. The opponent is playing the Nirvana level 8, trying to hold it out, birdie down his shot after the first bounce. Important to hit it perfect or close to perfect, because if you don't do it, you can hit a tree and even get a bunker. And what I did is make an estimation of the adjustment. For about 25%, the adjustment is about 1 ring. We were close to that. This is Nirvana level 5. Look at the ball guide, it's a little glitchy, but hit it perfect. And the third par 4 eagle, so really happy with that. Thanks a lot, Links Morrison, for the 4 CA bucks. Thanks a lot. Thanks for using the super chat, and you are welcome. And get some bulls for Lynn in the chat. So unbelievable. It's really nice to be able to hold it out to make the eagle on all the par 4 holes. This is the replay of my shot. Perfect ball, pretty good adjustment, a little hot because it's a downhill green, but we were able to make the eagle. So minus 12, 7 holes played. I will update the score in the chat. Remember that you can see all the comments in the chat with exclamation mark comments, and you can know the score, the current score, with exclamation mark score in the chat. So hole number 8, this is the last par 3 hole, and what I did is use, as far as I remember, a Voyager ball in order to reduce the wind speed. This is a power 1 ball, and we can use let's see. So I was just analyzing the ball to use. I finally used the Voyager ball with an elevation of 10%, and we went, let's see. So this is a very interesting par 3 hole because we can play left, right, and even we can play straight for the pin. It's crazy how long is to get an opponent, even playing pro and expert. Please remember, I will be streaming tomorrow my qualifying round on Pro Division. I am a little late this week with my qualifying round streams. And as you can see, I went to the left side, 10% extra. And what I used is about 2.5 bars of backspin, more or less, close to 3, 2.5, and 1 bar of side spin to the right. We don't need to use too much side spin to the right because of the wind we have. I adjusted for maximum numbers, about 7 rings. And a very spot on shot. So I feel that with the wind we have, it's very risky to play this one to the middle straight, as the opponent is trying to do. Of course you can do it, but you will probably need more than 20% of extra adjustment. The wind is not good to play this one to the right side. Anyway, you can play to the right side, and I really feel very comfortable playing this shot to the left side of the fairway, making the first bounce, our second bounce close to the fringe, and get a good speed in order to go for the pin. Please remember, if this is the first time you are watching the stream, you can subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. If you are watching on Twitch, you can also follow the channel. Thanks a lot to all the people watching on Periscope and Mofres as well. We are on 4 different platforms making our streams. So I would say the par 3 holes are safer than in other tournaments, but we need some good adjustments and some practice with the tournament wins in order to make some hole-in-ones. So hole number 8, and let's go for hole number 9. And hole number 9, I will play the shootout first. I would say some of course you can try to go with a special ball like a snow globe or something like that. Try to go for a super power hook and try to be longer, but anyway you will have a tough shot with a big wind, even probably a short iron or a rough iron. So what I really recommend, I would say hole number 9 is really difficult to hole out, we know it. Even playing hole number 9 on friendly matches is really tough to make the albatros, as you know. But I feel that it's easier to hold it out if you are always more or less in the same spot on the fairway and using the sniper than compared to being in different places, rough, long iron, short iron, playing always different shots. I think I was not reading the chat messages in the last minutes. Sorry for that. Sorry if I forgot any question. I'm restarting the app that I have to read all the chats. So hole number 8 is done, and let's go for hole number 9. So really looking forward for next Monday. Monday will be a really interesting day, opening the tournament chests, and I don't know at what time we will get the update, but as they say, we will have the new tour, I would say Tour 11, Tour 10, and the new tour names probably next Monday, and we will have the clans 1 week later. So I played, due to the wind that we have, extra mile and a sniper for hole number 9. And we will find the wind from pointing to more or less 1.30 or 2 on this particular hole. Hello, Juan Manuel Oliva. I don't understand your question. I don't know if the question is regarding the chats or the clans. Yeah, but the channel language is English. I know that I need to do it better with my English, but I mostly participate in. Of course, I love to participate in the Spanish groups, but I feel that we can reach more people if we do it in English. Anyway, I have 2 videos, I think 2 or 3 videos in the channel, tutorials in Spanish to help people in my language. So as you can see, we make a bad driver shot, we hit the rough, we were short, and we need to be very careful with this shot. The wind is pushing our ball a lot. I recommend to over adjust for about 10%. And leave some room, about a couple of rings or so from your aim point to the rough. But what we will see is that even with a bad shot, and a good wind, we will have some chances to get a win, as you can see. But this is a much difficult shot. I would say the best way to do this shot is trying to be longer, of course, and use about 1 bar of top spin more or less, depending on the wind, 1.5, and making the third bounce, or I would say the second bounce on the fringe or so. So final hole in the qualifying round on expert. And even being very short, we were able to reach close to the pin and have an easy putt for the eagle on this par 5 hole number 9. Glenn Alishop, what's the name of the Caddy app you are using again? The name of the app is let me remember. Is Notebook for Golf Class is the name you will find in the Play Store for this app. So this is the opponent's shot. Better speed, reaching the pin, and a little to the right. Juan Manuel says that there are cheaters playing Golf Class. I would say it's really sad when we find cheaters on tour play, but especially sad when we find a cheater in our tournament bracket. It's really sad, and what they need, and many players made this suggestion to play Demic, is to have some cheating detection by themselves in order to avoid that those cheaters are in the tournament brackets. In the new update, they said that they will improve cheating detection, so hopefully we will have less cheaters now, but you never know. You're welcome, Glenn. And thanks for the kind words. So we are playing this one, the opponent is playing this one with a really good driver, APOC level 6, big amount of backspin, and much easier to play. Awesome shot. Yeah, Trio Calvert, I agree with you, but yeah, there are not many cheaters, but it's really sad when you get one in your weekend round. And with the Antonia account on Pro, one of my silver banners was really a gold banner robbed by a cheater. Phil Hughes, well played Juan, great score, thanks a lot. So as you can see, we don't have the backspin to play this shot with the extra mile. I used the trick about aiming 2 rings back after the ring adjustment. We were pretty spot on the distance, but not on the direction. So that's a lot. That's all, sorry. Minus 15, 9 holes played, and really happy with this qualifying round on Expert Division. Tomorrow I will be playing, or I will be doing the same. I will be doing the same format for the stream. I will make a stream of the qualifying round on Pro Division, and hopefully next Thursday I will be able to be streaming live one of my rounds. I don't know, expert or masters. So thanks a lot for your questions. I would say the next few days, the next weeks will be very, very interesting and very important for the golf class future. And I really hope you enjoy the video. And please remember to hit the thumbs up button before leaving the stream or just when leaving the video. So thanks a lot and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks a lot.